Hey, Cody, how you doing? All right, let's go and take a look at what we have. So right up here we have project ideation of the problem. Good, good job. Define the problem and decide on a fit to digital format. That's great. These are left over from week one, or week two, right? So that's great. I'm sorry, week one. So that's great. Ideation of the practical research, define the problem, decide on a digital format, target audience. Three main functions in the competition. So competition, I would definitely recommend. Get some details in here. I would definitely recommend we get some details. So target audience, health, and I really want to define that to a greater degree. And then we have a health enthusiast. Now, I noticed the target audience is different here than it is over here. So you want to be consistent here. Here's your target audience here. I don't recommend. I recommend a single page for each element in your book. So you would have target audience would be on one page. Then you would go to personas on the next page. Then scenarios from there. So keep that in mind. Let's just try to keep things as organized as possible. So I would definitely further define that target audience. Give now right here you're saying, and I know those Gen Xers, families, college students, and fitness enthusiasts. So we're not really defining a target audience. You're really just naming a wide array of people who might possibly use the app. Target audience, you really want to decipher really try to determine to a high degree who your projected user is. Okay, and what are their capabilities, their technological capabilities and preferences, as well as their professional status. What do they do for a living, and or are they students? And just try to get a little bit more detail in the target audience. Okay, back to so three main functions, great, competitors, great. Okay, so you have personas. You've got two personas. I recommend three. I think three is a great number for personas. But then you don't have your scenarios. Here's a storyboard scenario here, but this is just it's not telling me anything at all. You really want the scenario to be a standalone presentation of a scenario, which would require, or I would recommend including just a brief written synopsis for the storyboard. Okay, and the storyboard should describe to a high degree why the user would benefit from using the app based in the specific scenario. Okay, so you've got your two personas, you got wireframes. These wireframes are not near complete. They're not. I mean, these have got to be complete. You've got to sketch out wireframes for all of your sketches because we are moving into user testing next week. So this has got to be complete. All frames, all screens for the app must be depicted in your wireframe sketches. Okay, additionally, we have storyboard, but we don't have sketches for the user, the actual paper prototype. But that's really important. Again, I don't want to start falling behind. We're into user testing come this week 3. So let me show you real quick what this is a very successful example, and this is posted in the announcements. It's examples for week 2. So if we can see, here's the problem, the solution, main features and functions, target market demographics and needs, target market behaviors and values, competition, pros and cons of the competition. Here's your personas, into personas. All right, now note there's 3 personas, and then right down here, this was out of order. So the scenario, here's the storyboard scenario for one of the personas. It's important to use one of your personas in your scenario. Okay, so use Philip right in the scenario. This is the situation that causes Philip to benefit from using the app. That would be the scenario, right? And again, I don't recommend just writing or storyboarding this scenario. I recommend including a descriptive paragraph for that scenario. Okay, these are wireframe sketches. So know every screen is in detail here depicted in these wireframe sketches. And this is really important. This is the skeleton of your app. This is what's really going to determine success of the project from here on in. At that point, we also have, there's the scenario, right? We have paper prototypes. These are where you sketch out the screens, all right, and get them ready for testing. So as you can see, each screen here is tested out, is drawn out. Okay, each screen drawn out, and then there's a little user interface for the phone. So the testing process would go like this. You would sit your test subject in front of you, and you would start with the first screen, okay? Then you would ask them a question. Okay, what do you do? Give them a task. So let's go ahead and set up a profile. So where would you click to set up a profile? They would make their choice. Then you would record that data. If they get it wrong, if you have 3 testers, testing subjects, and 2 of them get it wrong, it indicates that there's something wrong with the page in that wireframe. and the interface needs to be reconsidered and changed. The idea is that when you do your user testing, you present the screens to your user test subjects, ask pertinent questions, and for them to get it right. Questions are simply not leading them, but asking them, how would you perform this specific task? Make sure in your testing the list of tasks is consistent. Okay, so that's what's actually missing from your presentation is the paper prototypes and all complete sketches of the wireframes. And then, yeah, we want to complete that storyboard based on the scenario. Okay, so other than that, I think it's a great start. At this point, honestly, if you have any questions at all, now's the time, Cody, because we're really starting to move into this. I know there was some confusion during weeks 1 and weeks 2. There always is in this class. It's difficult to really get the process down, specifically when you've never done prototyping before. You know, what goes in project 1, what goes in project 2. So by this point, everything should be solidified. No questions should remain, and we should be really working on task. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you.